Okay, hi everybody, and welcome back to the AV room. This is going to be an unboxing, and I did recently a review and unboxing of the Danzig represses, which had just come out, and I had compared the Danzig repress of the first album to the bootleg that I had, and I also looked at the second Danzig album and the third Danzig album, How the Gods Kill. And I took these out, we unboxed them, we cleaned them, we took a listen to them, and these sounded fantastic to me and totally worth picking up for legit reasons. We still haven't gotten the complete backstory how these happen, and maybe we will, maybe we won't. The world of Danzig seems to work in mysterious ways. And in the event that they do go out of print, however, these are still in print as of this time I'm filming this Thursday. Um, they're still in print. So while they were still in print, and as soon as they came back up in print, I suggested a few people got them, a few people did, and been real happy with them. And after I got done filming that video for them, I went and ordered the fourth one. I was so excited about the first three that I went and ordered the fourth one. And that is what we have here is Danzig 4. So let's open it up and take a look at it. Like I said, I just got home, so I'm as excited as you guys are to clean this and give it an old spin. So these protective mailers have been great. I don't have any damages coming through, which is fantastic. It's a simple shipper, plastic cardboard or paper receipt, piece of cardboard, and then the album itself. So this shipper, hey, that works for me. So here we go, Danzig 4. Now, a lot of people call this a lot of different things. Danzig 4, Danzig 4P. This album originally came out in 1994 and was the last album to have the original lineup of the entire band with Chuck Biscuits on drums, Eerie Von on bass, John Christ on guitar. And actually, this has Glenn on vocals, piano, guitar, and of course, artwork. Now, this is a gatefold, and you can see that wraparound artwork. And there's a gatefold on the original. I'm going to put a picture up right here of what the original pressing cover looks like, because that's a sticker on there, a clear sticker. And I heard some of the originals didn't have stickers, and then they went and the label put the sticker on the album because they were worried it would affect sales. But yeah, Danzig 4. And it's got these, he calls them Vimic ruins, Vimic ruins. Danzig and his crazy satanic imagery. He calls these Vimic ruins, and oh, these are the Vimic ruins. And supposedly that spells out Danzig. You'd have to ask Glenn. And this is a standard black vinyl. The other ones came in paper sleeves, and one of them came, the 1 and 2 came in paper with paper sleeve inserts, and the third one came with a poly-lined insert. So let's see which this has. Does this have paper insert or poly-lined? I don't know. Actually, kind of surprised when I saw that poly-lined insert. Now I end up cleaning them in my ultrasonic here anyway, and whenever I clean something in my ultrasonic, they get a new liner because I put things back in the liners before that have come if they do have poly-lined. And oftentimes when I take it out to play again, which was happened with the White Zombie I got recently, I did the story on White Zombie, and when I pulled it out, it was filthy. And some people said, hey, it looks like you need to clean that record. I did, and put it in a new poly sleeve. So these will probably be getting their own sleeves. Now this is just standard black, and you can see this is the label. And next to it, I'm going to put the original label and have you guys compare. There is side 1, and it's clean. Nothing hanging off of it. No chips or dents, no non-fill. And here is the second side. And again, I'll put something up so you compare it to the other side. And this album was 1994 and was sort of Glenn's answer to the ongoing industrial move that was happening. So you had bands like 9 Inch Nails, Front 242, and things of that nature, White Zombie even, getting a little bit more industrial drum machine sounding. Now, I remember a lot of people saying when this album came out that they didn't like that part of it. Now, this was the last album of 4 initial albums with that classic Danzig band lineup, Sam Hain into Danzig. And this album had Chuck Biscuit on drums, but actually when they did the tour or music videos for it for promotion, they had Joey Castillo on drums. He plays with Queens of the Stone Age now. Great drummer, fantastic drummer. I mean, you go from Chuck Biscuits to Joey. It's not really a lose-lose, but this was the last of the lineup, the classic lineup that we all fell in love with on these other albums. So I'm going to give this a clean and we'll see what it sounds like. Give it a spin and I'll be back. Okay, so we've given it a clean in the Viver Ultrasonic. I've given it 2 spins and I'm happy. I think that the sonics on it are in line with the represses of the first album, the second album, and the third album, which is to say, I don't think they were sonic masterpieces to begin with. They were a good rock band doing what they do well. And I remember, and I talked about it a little bit in my White Zombie video, I'll link to that at the end of this video, that I felt possibly that maybe they, due to the compression or the length of the album, sometimes they had to boost it as CD sales were bigger. So a lot of times things were being boosted for CD sales and for playing on the radio, less for LP playing. Maybe that has something to do with it. We don't know where they came from. We don't know if they're from a digital or if they're from the analog tapes. I'm thinking they're from digital. We're heading into the 90s, although there might have been analog tapes. Generally, they'll put that on the hype sticker somewhere. And this hype sticker says features Can't Speak, Going Down to Die, and I Don't Mind the Pain. Now, Brand New God and Can't Speak are my favorite from this record. A lot of people I remember hating on Can't Speak, but I love it. And I think it sounded great on this. I think Brand New God right out of the gate, first track, sounds fantastic on this. Now, I didn't open it. I'm keeping it in the shrink. I'll put a picture of what the gatefold looks like here so you can kind of get an idea. And I'll put some comparison photos up of the original as this video progresses. And in the editing, I'll throw some comparison pictures from the original press. So you can see what the original sticker looked like next to this repress. But I'm happy. I've been happy with all these represses. I'm glad I now have them. I'm glad they're back in print. I think you should get them if you're a metal fan. I think this is a no-brainer while they're available. And maybe do what I did, buy the one you want the most, and then maybe if you love it, you get a chance, get the second one, and then so on and to the fourth one. That's what I did. So I'm real happy. I'm not going to play the bootleg anymore. It's not going to get any play. I have actually been playing some Misfits lately because these re-excited me. And I hope that this was helpful for you. So I wanted to show this last time when I did the unboxing of the first 3, but I forgot about it. This was a photograph I took of Danzig and that lineup when I worked for the newspaper in Detroit, and I was asked to cover a lot of concerts, and this was a photo I took. And if you look at it, he's looking right at me. And the reason he's looking right at me is I had an extravagant camera set up that had a stock arm to it. And my camera was on the front, and it was to stop jitter and to get clean shots, especially when I was halfway from the stage. And so I used that on a lot of shows I had to do where I could walk around and gather every shot I needed with a giant telephoto lens. And Glenn saw me with this lens and thought possibly I was there to assassinate him. I was not there to assassinate him. And surrounded by security guards in about 5 seconds. And I showed him my ID and my photo pass. I'll show my photo pass. This is on a later tour. But he was sketchy when this Danzig 4 album came out. And there's an insert in the original that is not in this copy that I'll try and find and put up for you guys where the gentlemen are in caskets. And somebody's pointing a gun at them, a political figure, someone in a political figure. I think it might have been Bill Clinton. But Glenn was convinced that the president was trying to assassinate him. And so he's got some JFK thoughts as well, if you know anything about Glenn Danzig. So I always thought that was funny. He had me stopped because he didn't know who I was and didn't know if I was trying to take him out. No, I was just a fan trying to cover the show. So that's a little aside. Well, that's everything. We took a look at the first 3 Danzig albums, and this was an unboxing and taking a look at Danzig 4. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the video. As usual, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, share, put on notifications, all that fancy stuff. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. I'm trying to keep content for you guys flowing. I've done some shorts as well, but I'm really going to concentrate on the music, movies, and collectible toys in these longer segmented ones. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time in the AV room.